Alright, so I wanted to show you this. Sometimes when we're cutting our seams or trimming them off, they might split apart a little, like this one. So before you do any more, like putting on your border or adding any more patches together, right now we're doing our border, but you want to take and go back to the machine and sew this back together, because you don't want a hole left in your quilt. If you don't sew that seam together, there could be a hole started and then it'll just keep ripping. So you want to sew it now and make sure, just take it and sew it in 1 inch and back stitch on it so that it's not coming apart like so. So you want to sew that down. Okay, so we want to do that, and then I wanted to show you, you want to pin your bind or your border onto your quilt. We're pinning it down so that it makes it smoother sailing when you're sewing it to your quilt. So want to take that and pin it every couple, 3 inches or so, and make sure it's all tacked down before you start to sew it, because it just makes it easier. It's easier to keep it straight. So just keep it pinning. Make sure your seams are tight and they're sewn together to the edge, and then pin your border to the quilt top. And when you pin it, you can pin these to the side, the seam, so that they want to stay to the side a little bit better. Wherever you ironed them to, the dark side, you pin them that way, and that way the machine will catch it and sew it that way. And then when you put your quilt together, they're more apt to stay to one side, so that it makes it easier to quilt with. All right, so there's another short video. I wanted to include that a little bit so that you guys know. So have fun and keep learning.